It's time for fun with watches with your friend, the Watchdog. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. It's time for fun with watches.
Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Berny 2285. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing this Cadison C8244. I just unboxed this watch. If you haven't seen the unboxing video yet, be sure to check it out. And Grover is wearing my Islander ISL 302 Hudson Harpoon Diver. This watch is on loan from Island Watch. If you haven't seen the unboxing video yet, be sure to check it out. Grover said that he is teaming up with Chewbacca to start a micro brand and start making watches. I asked him if he came up with a name yet. He said he's going to call it Airy Bus. I said, what's an Airy Bus? He said it's a line of flying buses on Kashyyyk that don't have tops on them, so you're out in the open air. I said, what does that have to do with time? He said it is so uncomfortable with the air blasting you in the face that you're constantly checking your watch to see when the ride is over. All right, let's take a look at the watch. Comes in this typical Berny box. I think every Berny I've ever had has come in this type of box. And here it is. The 2285. That's a pretty nice looking watch, isn't it? I've been pleased with it, for the most part anyway. Another Berny on my channel. Berny is a Chinese watch company whose name was inspired by the founder's visit to Switzerland and its capital city, Bern. I've reviewed quite a few of them, as this is my 9th. Berny watches seem to be in the same league as Berny Design and Cadison. This particular model cost $86 at the time of this review before coins and coupons. It might be tempting to call this an homage to a Studio Underdog watermelon, as the pink and green may resemble a watermelon, but other than being a 2-register chronograph, there is little similarity between the two watches. The Studio Underdog is even red instead of pink. Maybe we should call this Berny the Seedless. This watch comes in 7 different colorways. If the seedless isn't your thing, there is a black, silver, or green. There is also a silver dial with turquoise green rehat and bottom subdial. If gold is your thing, you can get a yellow gold tone with either silver or light gold dials. The watch is 37.9 millimeters wide. It's 44.8 millimeters lug to lug, and it has protruding end links. It's only 10 millimeters thick, so it's fairly thin. Lug width does not apply, as this is an integrated bracelet, but it's 21.5 millimeters where the bracelet meets the case and tapers down to 20. And weighs 128 grams on the supplied solid steel bracelet with 1 link removed. The bezel's just smooth, and there's no tachymeter or anything on the bezel. Then we have a rehat chapter ring that has minute markers, and once again, no tachymeter, don't need it. Then we have the dial. We have a pink gradient where it's whiter in the middle and gets darker as it goes out. Then we have baton indices with short ones where the subdials are. We have the Berny name here at the 3. We have stick hands that are lumed, and then we have a needle running second hand. Then we have a date at the 3. And then we have the subdials. The top subdial is the chronograph second hand, and it only ticks once a second. There are no sub-seconds. And the bottom subdial is a chronograph minute counter, so you can only count up to 60 minutes. And this is not a mecha quartz, so you, instead of an instant snapback, you get a fast rewind. Then we have the crown. It's just a unsigned push-pull. Crown's kind of small. So it's, thankfully though, it's not an automatic, so you don't ever have to wind it. So it's okay for setting, but if you had to wind stuff, it would be a real pain. And there's no minute hand jump or anything like that. This is a Seiko movement. And of course, the pushers do not have locks, and you only get 30 meters of water resistance. So don't take this in the pool. I don't recommend that. Then we have the crystal. The crystal is a mineral glass with a sapphire coating. So I tested it with my diamond tester, and it definitely does not test as sapphire. So The sapphire coating is supposed to make it more scratch resistant, so I'm not sure how that works or not. I'm not sure if that's just marketing. Then we have the case. Case is nice. It's solid steel, and it's brushed on the sides, brushed on top, shaped nicely. It's fairly thin. So happy with the case. It's only as big as it needs to be. And then we have the case back. Case back's a press-on, because once again, you only get 30 meters of water resistance. You got the Berny name and the model number in the middle. And that says stainless steel. Berny, water resistant, and 3 ATM. At least it says resistant and not proof. Underneath the case back is the VD51 Quartz movement. This is made by Seiko, or more than likely one of the Seiko subsidiaries like TMI. And it's just your basic small second Quartz chronograph. I guess it's better than getting a PE90. And then we have the bracelet. The bracelet's integrated, and the end links here are protruding. They do not articulate here, so it makes the watch wear a little bit bigger than it could. But it's a fully articulating bracelet. These connector links are truly true links and not just part of the outer links. So this is a true 5-link bracelet, and I really like it. I think they did a good job with it. It's very nice looking. It's nicely finished. And these connector links are a nice touch. And we have push pins, not screw pins. I'm perfectly happy with push pins. They don't ever fall out of me. I've had several screw pins fall out of me. Then we have the clasp. Yeah, the clasp is milled, but it's kind of disappointing because it just doesn't seem to go with this watch. This is more of a rugged tool watch clasp, and this really isn't a rugged tool watch design. This is more of a dressy chronograph than a sports. I'm just not thinking rugged. So it would have been nice just if the clasp was a little bit more sleek. I mean, the clasp works fine, does the job, and it is a milled lower. And we have 3 holes of micro adjust, which I guess is fine considering the size of these links. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It looks nice, it wears nice, it's nice and flat. I only removed 1 link though, but then I did push it in 2 notches of micro adjust, so it's really more than 1 link just because of me pushing it in. So it's like a link and 3/4 really. But this clearly does not get the Joe Hain seal of approval. So if your wrist is much bigger than 7 3/4, 8 inches is probably the very max you could ever do with this, or you're going to need more links. So hopefully you can contact Berny and ask for more links if you need it. Here we are in the loom room, and only the major hands are loomed, and very poorly at that, but we'll test it anyway. As we speed up the time, both hands are barely glowing and fading so fast that they are both gone already. This is a Bissimo loom and should be better considering the price of this watch. What I like about this watch, it looks and wears nice. Has a true 5-link bracelet with these little connectors that are fully articulating. It's thin, and this is a fun colorway, the pink and the green. What are my gripes and groans? The bracelet's too short. I only removed 1 link and then pushed it in a couple holes of micro adjust. There's only 30 meters of water resistance with the press-on case back. Couldn't we have 50 and a screw down? And this clasp, even though it works fine, it's just a little rugged looking for this style of watch. Do I recommend this watch? Sure, it is a fun, well-made, solid steel 2-register chronograph that wears just great. But be sure to ask for more links if your wrist is much bigger than mine, because you aren't going to put it on a strap because of the integrated design. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Berny 2285, and I'll be back with the unboxing. I got some more stuff from AliExpress coming, and I actually got another watch that's going to be a sponsored unboxing. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And if you like this watch, be sure to use my affiliate link. I'll get a tiny commission, but those tiny commissions do add up. And I'd like to thank my Members Choice members. Last time I looked, there was 11 of you, and the Members Choice review is going to go live in a couple of days, and then I'll put it up for sale. And as soon as it goes sales, I will try to put up another vote. And if you're not a member yet, be sure to join, and then you can participate in the next vote. Bye.